Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Us 3 podcast. I am Josh Bailey and I am joined by Jonny Chick and Kai Sherlock. How are we doing, boys?
Good,
hello,
thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm good. I'm looking forward to
very
this.
ready.
Again, it's another big guest.
This is
I'm
another
ready.
big guest.
I'm so excited for this. So excited.
This is a big one.
Yeah.
This is back-to-back big guests from us,
It
actually.
is. We've done well.
All credit to Kai Sherlock there.
Oh,
Just
cheers, mate.
take your pride, take it, mate. There we go. Round of applause. But let's get this one going because he doesn't wait around. You can't wait around. Right, let's do this. Right. So he has over 1 million followers on TikTok. He has gained 1 million followers in 2 weeks. Yes, you heard me right. That is phenomenal numbers. And he's known for downing drinks and for meeting people at the bottom. Yes, it is that Kiwi Guy. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Right. Should we get underway? We'll get underway.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to hear about this. So excited to hear about this.
So I'll introduce you because I realised I didn't do that when we were having the pre-thing. So this is Jonny. I don't know where he is on your screen. Jonny's the one with the blue wall.
Hello, mate.
And Josh is the one with the green wall.
Hello, mate. Lovely to meet you.
You've spoken to me, so I'm kind.
But
Yeah,
you unfortunately spoke to Kai. You didn't get the pleasure of speaking to me and Jonny.
Yeah. You can do that for an hour now. It's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah. I was just going to start quickly as it's been. I've followed you from one of the early days, and it's been incredible to see how quick the numbers have come in. Like the numbers are incredible. Like by the time this goes out, I'll assume you'll have over 1 million followers, which is insane, really, to say for a few weeks. What's it been like? What's it been like going from like almost in space of 2 weeks, going so quickly and growing so quickly?
Personally, here in New Zealand, I haven't noticed a change with people only because if I looked at my analytics, majority of my followers are from your guys' country or USA. Yeah, I've only got.
Sense.
I think it was 40,000 out of the 900 and whatever are from New Zealand, so I don't actually get noticed very often.
Really?
That is mental.
Yeah.
That's mad. I was going to say, everyone in our uni accommodation, when I was saying we're going to be speaking to you, they were like, oh, he's the guy that does drink. Like majority of people know you over here. That's mad. That's 40,000 in New Zealand. That's crazy.
Yeah, because everyone you mentioned to, like over here, because again we've mentioned to people that we were going to talk to you, and everyone's like, oh my god, you can't believe you've got him on. But that's mental that over in New Zealand, that it's just no different.
Yeah.
That's
So
insane.
I think
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. I think it's just because I reached your guys' audience. So now, probably because of the app doing its thing, it probably just shares it more to like the US audiences, I guess.
That's quite weird.
It's probably due to the UK's massive drinking culture.
Probably, yeah.
That's true.
They're just massive alcoholics, everyone.
That's true.
What has that been like for you? So I know obviously you haven't felt it in New Zealand, but what's it been like kind of just being like an ordinary guy, just down and like just gone from down in drinks and just blowing up so quickly? What's that been like for you to like comprehend?
So like me personally, like you're saying, I'm just used to downing drinks. So to me, it was normal. And then I was like, all of a sudden, I woke up after one day and I had 100,000 extra people start following me. I was like, Jesus. Like,
overnight?
Yeah, overnight, I had 140,000 people. I woke up in the morning and 140,000. Because you guys wake up, obviously, when I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So that's why this is why it was so difficult to sort this out, because at the moment we said this before, but it's 8 p.m. here in the UK and it's 9 a.m. for.
I was going to say, we might as well point out the credit. He's actually got up at 9 a.m. to talk to us. Like, that is ridiculous.
Thank
you so much.
I really appreciate it.
Try and catch us getting up at 9 a.m. for anything, honestly. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What so like how did you know, like how if you always, I'm guessing you've always been able to do it. There's like you're guessing you've always been able to do it, yeah?
Yeah.
And what made you put it on TikTok? Did you just think one day might as well show my talents to the world?
Yeah. Well, like there's this other guy that's on TikTok and he's got like 300,000 followers, but I don't think he reached you guys. He only is like Australia, New Zealand, a little bit of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually him. He's from my country, and I seen him and he was like, oh, he has 300,000 followers. He can do this. And then I was like, sweet, I can do the same thing, but I can do it better. And then, yeah, so it took him like 6 months and I passed him within like 3 days. So, yeah.
That's mental.
That's mad.
Sorry.
Did you ever imagine it would go this quickly? Because I think it was like mid-February. We were just talking earlier. It was like 15,000 followers, which is a lot anyway. Like, obviously, it was the way you are now. That's literally nothing. But like, did you ever imagine it would get to this point?
No, I never even once thought it would. It's weird. Yeah.
How did you find out you could actually do it? Because obviously you say you've been able to do it a long time. How did you, like, that's not something you do in your daily life. Like, how is it something that you come across?
So it was like, I don't know. It would be a few years back now. I just come across it going to parties when I was younger and being able to be like, oh, I can drink this really quick. And then it became sort of like a party trick. And then now I just do it casually.
Just practice.
Just get your camera and just do it. Yeah, just like.
Yeah.
Was that like a technique you developed? Because you did that thing, didn't you, where you swirl it?
Oh, so like in New Zealand, that's like a big trendy thing that happened like 2 years ago.
Oh really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like a trendy thing. So like you'll see every like Kiwi that drinks, you'll see them doing this. Like it's just like
Oh really?
It's something to do.
And it's mental, but because of you, it's now hit the UK. It's only hit the UK like 2 years later. Oh, hang on, I froze.
There we go. That always happens.
Always happens. Yeah. So I was saying, it's only just hit the UK now because of like yourself. That's mental. It's taken 2 years because obviously it was a big thing in New Zealand 2 years ago, and it's just hit the UK now.
Yeah.
It's such a small world. I was going to say, it absolutely fascinating.
You're going to catch everyone when the pubs reopen over here. You're going to catch everyone just trying to swirl like these bottles of drinks or something like that. Does it always cost? Does it cost a lot of money on a night out for you? Because if you down drinks like that quickly, surely you go through what you could probably go through like 60 a minute. Can you also like? Is a night out for you really expensive?
It depends what you call expensive. Like because beer in New Zealand is like $6 a handle, so it's not too bad. So I don't know. I think between 30 and 40-ish handles of beer when I usually go out. So
that's mad.
So that works out about the same as us because it's about £3 a pint over here as well, which is what it would be equivalent to $6.
So really, your talent's a blessing and a curse, really, because it just needs to get quickly.
At least you can handle it, though. At least you're able to handle it.
Yeah, well, like now, I get a lot of people from New Zealand starting to notice, so they're like, let me know and I'll shout you a beer. So like now I don't have to pay for it anymore.
That's quality. That's quality.
That's sick. Do you get? Oh, sorry, you go, Josh. You go.
No, go on, John. No, go on.
Do you get a lot of people? I don't know. I guess obviously your restrictions out there are a lot better than what we've got here. Obviously with the virus and stuff. Like when you've been to pubs and stuff, to the 40,000 people that do recognise you in New Zealand, do you have people sort of going, "Oh, down that drink for us, mate"? You know, sort of that kind of thing. Do you have people sort of egging you on to do it?
Yeah, you get that. Get a little bit.
I can bet that gets tiresome, doesn't it? I bet you think I just want to just drink it normally.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to just drink it normally, but I get probably every third or fourth bottle. I always get asked, "Man, just do it. Like, just do it."
Is your tolerance rate really high then, or like? Because it'd be really funny if it's super low, like
us, like us.
Yeah, no, my tolerance rate is it's quite good. I'm a pretty big guy, so yeah.
I can imagine to down drinks out of a cup of drink in one go. I can imagine like.
Yeah.
Have you been recognised then? Like while you've been out and about, like have you like? Because I know you said obviously it's quite smaller, like where you are, for people that the reach. But have you been recognised?
So yeah, I have been recognised, but not that much. So like I've probably been recognised, I don't know, 20-ish times since I started the whole app thing. So it's not much, but yeah, there's been a couple people.
What do people say? Do they literally just get you to down drinks?
They definitely just shout "see you at the bottom," don't they? That's what they definitely just shout.
Yeah. So lots of them, but what you get is lots of them, they'll like look at me and then they'll look back as they're going throughout the day, but then they'll second look back at me, like look back at me funny, and then, hey mate, are you there, Kiwi Guy? You there? Oh. And it'll be like, yeah, that's me, man, that's me.
Oh,
and then exactly. They'll be like, see you at the bottom, mate. And I'll be like, oh, I don't have a drink. I'll try.
Do you love it? Like, are you liking in the moment, like kind of like people recognizing you, kind of the way you've grown? Are you kind of like really loving it and embracing it?
Yeah, so like I like it that in New Zealand how it's little. I think if it got too big in New Zealand and I was getting crowded, then I probably wouldn't like it so much.
Yeah.
But because how it is right now, like I don't mind. Like I let people know on like my Snapchats and that if they want to have a drink, come to the pub and we'll have a beer or something.
That's good. Because it is very small knit in New Zealand. It's one of those places. I went when I was really young. I was really, really young. And I've been and I actually it's one of the few holidays I do remember from when I was little. And I just remember it being such a nice place. We actually, do you know what? I don't think I've told you two this actually. We nearly moved out there when I was younger. When I was
really disappointed that you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Would have meant that I didn't meet you, and I would have loved that.
Yeah. You'd have been necking drinks. Like doing that curly trend like 2 years ago, 2 years before now.
Might have been, yeah. So yeah, and I also was supposed to go to New Zealand just before COVID broke. So I was supposed to travel and come to New Zealand, but the weekend we went into lockdown was the weekend I was supposed to fly. So I just missed out. I was going to come for about a month, I think, and do the whole North Island, then do South Island. But it's a place I'd love to go after this is all finished. But what's it like over there at the moment with COVID cases? Is it bad or is it all back to normal?
Oh, so we were back to normal, and then last Wednesday I think it was, we went back into level 2 for so level 2 is not so bad. It's just like keeping the distance, wear a mask where you can, and then but you like pubs are still open, this and that's still open, but like clubs like nighting and stuff that's not open.
Right.
And we have our biggest city, which is Auckland. You might know.
Yeah.
They're in 3, which means they're complete lockdown, which means that they don't move because that's where 2 cases were found.
Okay.
Blimey.
And our government moves quite fast, so as soon as those 2 cases were found, they just locked the whole city down, and they got everyone that was around those people. Like they literally shut a whole school down, and everyone from that school had to stay home because there was one person that was there.
Cool. So yeah, because I remember when it first came about, New Zealand literally they shut everything, didn't they? Straight away, it was all locked down, and that's why now coming out of it, when over here at the UK at the moment, our government's getting compared a lot to yours because yours have handled it, and well, in some people's opinions, have handled it in a lot better way than ours have. But yeah, I definitely think it's something that we're starting to adopt now. Actually, I think because we've taken the idea of putting people in hotels, I think it was you in Australia that started that. Almost that idea, and we've started to now do that. But fingers crossed. I mean, the nightclubs will be back open soon. That's what we're all hoping, aren't we? I mean, were they ever open for you? Were they ever open for you at all? Or
Yeah. That'll be good.
Lucky.
Well, you'll just get everyone in England just go and see you at the bottom, mate. Like it'll be everyone.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
I was gonna say it'd be really interesting to see on the 21st of June how many people actually like over here start like properly using that sort of trend as well. It'd be crazy.
Where did that saying come about? Like, did you just come up with it? Like, how did it come about?
So like meet you at the bottom. It's just like I don't know. It's just like a very Kiwi thing to say. Like oh, we'll have a race, mate. I'll meet you at the bottom, or like we'll have a race. See you at the bottom. Like it's just like race at the bottom. So
it's become very iconic over here now. It's very iconic over here now.
You need to get some T-shirts printed. You need to get some T-shirts printed.
I literally just got a message while you guys were just talking then about this design that I'm trying to put together and putting me at the bottom on it. So
I'll tell you what, I'll be first to get one of those.
When is that hoping to be released?
So my mate's just drawn it up, and I'm going to look at it this afternoon because he's going to get it printed off, and then I'll put it on a shirt, and I might just get one shirt printed for now, wear it on a TikTok, see what people say, chuck it on my Instagram, and then if people are loving it, I'll just print by order. So I'll get orders in, and then I'll just print by order.
Best way to do it, I suppose, isn't it? That way you're not going to risk anything, you're not losing any money then, I suppose.
Yeah.
I know it'll a couple days longer, but yeah, at least you're not losing so much money. You could, instead of getting all of these shirts ready and then next minute only 50% of them sell, and you've just lost money.
Exactly. I can guarantee people are going to buy it.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say.
Definitely buy them.
The thing is, you get more money because you've got to ship it, so you'll get loads more money.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Like Scuba Beer, the one Scuba Beer, the ones that those snorkels that I use, those little silicone snorkels.
Oh yeah.
They had shut their shipping off to UK for like I think it was like a week just because of this whole COVID thing, all of that. And then when they reopened it, they said they had, I think it was over like 60 or 70 orders that had come straight from the UK just from using my code. I was like, oh, well, that's good. I was like, that's good.
Mental.
I was gonna say
I bet they're loving you, aren't they? Like, I bet they're loving that.
yeah, they do look like it. They do look like it makes it easier, those things, just to literally just like completely drink it. What I was gonna say, what do you find the easiest drink to down? But it's quite evident you find a lot of drinks easy to down. What would you say is like the one that you can do like the quickest though? I mean, obviously just compared to the others.
I'd say like people will probably say it's water, but water is actually probably because it's a heavier liquid. It's not as easy.
Mm-hmm.
I find sometimes like Corona is easy to down.
Yeah,
or like
your sweatshirt.
yeah.
Rapid.
Or like a vodka and like lemonade sort of drinky thing.
Yeah.
What do you find the hardest drink to down then?
My hardest drink was 12 eggs. I don't know if you've seen that one, but
I've seen that. That was the other one that I saw that I thought, I don't know how you've done that, is lake water. When you did the lake water, I was like, how have you done that? I was like, why on earth would you do that?
I'm assuming that's not actual lake water.
Yep, it was, yeah.
No,
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So what it is it's a lake that feeds into a river.
Yeah.
And our river, our water systems in New Zealand are quite clean though. Like they're not. And I just was on the jet ski, put the bottle in the water, all in one motion, drank the bottle. So yeah,
I couldn't do it. To
be fair, I suppose if you're going that quickly, like you probably don't almost notice the taste as much. Like in that sort of, I guess. But I'm just thinking like that I'm a celebrity and that kind of thing, where they have like the drinking challenges and stuff. You'd be amazing on those sort of game shows and stuff like that, where you could just down drinks for forfeits and anything like that. It'd be incredible.
And like there's a lot of New Zealand springs because obviously there's hills everywhere, so a lot of freshwater springs hit the river.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually comes out quite. It doesn't taste different from normal water, really.
Yeah.
Well, as for you, because like as you like a person, you're only 20, aren't you? You're only a year. I think I'm not 19 yet. I'm 19 in May, but so you're only like a year older than us then, right?
My age probably, won't I?
Yeah. What is life like normally like for you? Because I reckon people would be really interested to kind of like, because you are just known as the guy who like downs drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what is life normally like for you? Like a day in, day out sort of thing.
So ever since I was 16, I've been a workaholic. So I work in trades industries, so like building and concreting and stuff like that. And I'm the foreman at a company, so I pretty much just work every single day. And don't do much else really. Okay. That's pretty much it. Work and drink.
So is that all you've done since you left school then? Is work in the trades really?
Yeah. So that's it. And I've just looked at buying my first house, and I'm waiting for that. So after that goes, I'm looking at maybe studying at a university or something and just living life for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's the best way to do.
What do your like kind of like family and think of like this, like the whole like down in the drizzle and all the fame and stuff like that? What was their reaction been?
So like the thing in New Zealand is like, you know how we're all known as like very chilled, kickback people?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they don't care, but it's like they don't even care. Like they don't like, you know? It's like it's not like they don't care, but it's just like no big fuss. It's just like, you good man. But that's about it. Yeah,
in England, if someone did that, it'd be a massive thing. Well, it is already. Like, if someone like from England, you get swarmed in the streets and stuff like that. Like,
have you ever visited the UK? Have you ever been?
No, but I'd love to. I want to come to. Yeah, definitely. England and Ireland and Scotland. Those are the three places. Yeah, definitely.
They're good. Yeah, it's if you catch the weather, it's lovely. But if you don't, then it's terrible.
I suppose you could time it well because obviously like the winters and summers are switched, aren't they? With like so you could come for almost 2 summers and have a full year of summers down in drinks with people from the UK. So sounds like a good enough plan, to be fair.
It does, yeah. Mad. So yeah, was it the Ribena video that originally blew you up on TikTok? Because wasn't that the first one that hit 1 million?
Yeah, it was the Ribena one. Yeah, it was. So that one was the one that got me over 100, and then I posted the Dr. Pepper, and that got 17 million views. I think it's sitting at now. So that's what blew it right out.
The numbers are like they're insane. Like, I can't remember. I've been doing TikTok since March, and I can't remember someone like blow up like that as big as quickly. Like credit to you, the fair play to you. It's incredible. It's really good.
What was the 100,000 overnight the biggest jump you've had?
So what happened was I had that 100,000 overnight, but then that consistently happened. It happened for like 4 nights straight. It was like 110. My analytics show like the numbers came up to 120,000, and then you know how it would usually go up and down like this. It was 100,000, 100,000, 110, 100 like that. It was like, oh, I was like, what the heck?
It's mental.
And then it started slowing down at 800 because I posted a video, but it got taken down for community guidelines.
Yes, I remember you saying about that.
And I was like, oh, damn, that's great.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what? Because obviously this has happened all so quickly, and it's like, wow. I mean, what are kind of? Are you kind of going to go with the flow with this channel then? Because obviously you're in trade and stuff like that. It's not like it's not you see like a massive career as like a social media star or anything like that. But like, what are you just going to kind of go with the flow with the page then?
Yeah, so with the page, I'm just kind of like at the moment, I'm just like going with the flow, and if because I'm trying to get my Instagram big, but I keep forgetting because I only just made an Instagram I think it was like last week, and I keep forgetting like I have Instagram I need to plug, and I never plug because I always forget.
Yeah,
so
I'll make sure it's linked. I'll make sure it's linked.
Yeah,
I'll link in the description for you so it's in there. But yeah, I noticed that when we were having a look that it was only like 2 weeks ago that you did start an Instagram, and it's like that just shows how quickly it's come on from like you not having Instagram to going to having Instagram. And I think what are you on now followers wise on Instagram? You've got about 5K. So when I messaged you, you had 2. So it's growing.
He didn't even know. He forgot.
Because it's just like I'm like a real like Kiwi boy. So like us and electronics don't go too well. And like out of all of these social media platforms, I always only ever had Facebook, and even then I was barely on it. So like for me to check, it was from like for me to going from just work and beer to having to check this platform, and this platform.
I bet.
Like,
Don't get hooked on it. It's horrible. It's horrible when you get. I was looking at your comment section on TikTok. What's the support been like on the app? Because you get obviously thousands of comments like every post you take, and you definitely have, I say, the most positive comment section I've seen, because all the comments like this man just brings good vibes into TikTok. Like what's sort of like the support been on the app itself?
So the support, it's been pretty good. You get actually I haven't gotten many people that hate on it, eh? But like a lot of people beg me, or like on second ones I'll see the odd comment like please can you get to this, you don't really reply, blah blah blah. It's like I try and reply as much as I can, but my notifications literally refresh. Like I'll read your comment and then I'll come back to it and it'll be gone. Like it's just gone. I can't even do it.
Well, because I was looking and through your comment section actually, and you do reply to most people. I was having a look through, and to say you get hundreds and hundreds of comments, you do reply to most people. So fair play to you, because a lot of people wouldn't. Does
that take a lot of effort? That must take a lot of effort to reply to like most people.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit of effort. Like, and that's the thing, you can't just be like reply, because some comments are silly, like do acid, do like sort of stuff like this, and it's like because it's a social media platform, I can't go and tell them to like F off. I can't be like you can't do it. So like it's just you gotta learn to ignore it, go to the next one and say thank you mate, cheers mate. It's pretty
best
much.
way to be.
Have you enjoyed? Sorry, Kai. So like obviously you've weren't on social media much before. Have you enjoyed it though, like being on it and like with it?
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. It's been pretty fun, man. And I just like the whole do this, drink, and I love it when people say, I bet you can't do this, and then I do it. So I like it when people are like that.
What's the worst one you've done? What's the worst one you've done so far? Because I think I could name, probably other than the pond one, what were the worst one that you've done so far?
So it would be eggs, straight lemon juice.
You see, that's what I was going to say. I saw that one and I thought, how has he done that without burning his mouth?
Yeah, straight lemon. What would the other one be? I think the other one would be that demon energy drink, I think it was.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mate, I couldn't down any of it. Honestly,
No.
all of them seem really hard to me.
I can't even do a water. Never mind.
No, I was going to say water I can't do. But when you said water you find actually harder, it gave me a little bit more confidence, actually, because water I can't down anything, to be honest. And hopefully, like later on, maybe we can find out the secrets of how to down stuff. But what was I going to say? I saw one of your posts. I think someone like you say in the comments, like, I bet you can't down this, and people actually have challenged you, like showing their own sort of videos and their attempts, and you just absolutely blow them out of the water. Is that something that you'd like to do potentially more in the future, like people with their sort of own like nominations in a way, and you can challenge them?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'd like to do that. That'll be fun.
Because cool. Like I say, we were saying it'd be a good series to do almost. You could almost challenge fans to do drinks, whereas you have to do 2 and they have to do 1. Or like, so you have a handicap. So obviously, I mean, I'd imagine you beat most people. But yeah,
have you ever been beaten? Like, has anyone ever beat you? Like just out drinking or anything like that?
In person, there's been a couple that have come close because of my family. We have cousins and that they're also quite big with the whole drinking things fast. But like I'm friends with a couple big people from America now that chug on TikTok, and I would say that they'd probably come close.
Because it was the guy I saw when your first videos was the Fanta one, when everyone was saying he didn't even do the full bottle or he had 20 milliliters more than you. I saw that and I was thinking, you're arguing over 20 milliliters. It's like it's not even worth arguing over. But
yeah, bro.
But yeah, I think in terms of, I think we'll talk about one more big thing that's happened recently, and it's something like that's happened local to you, which is we appreciate even more for you coming on literally the day after it happening. We're recording this on the week before it's going to go out. So it's going to go out next weekend.
Yeah.
But it's last night, I think. Was it last night for you, or was it yesterday? It was some point yesterday.
Yeah.
New Zealand basically have suffered a really quite heavy earthquake, wasn't it? Because the one that destroyed Christchurch was it 6.2? That one 10 years ago, something like that, wasn't it? And that was an 8.1 that hit you last night, the biggest. What was that? What was it like for you? Were you like near it, or were you near the epicenter or anything like that?
Oh, so it hit. I think it hit. Majority of it was our east coast.
Mm-hmm.
So the towns that got evacuated, they were like the closest town being within, I think it was like 6 to 10 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I was fine because I'm on a hill. So for a tsunami to hit me is pretty not really going to happen.
Yeah, and if it did, you'd be like, fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
He's just looking at the top of the hill like, yeah, come and get me then. What are you going to do?
Just drinking my bloody drink and watching it.
Well, what a way to go out. What
was the earthquake like? Did you feel the earthquake then? Was it?
Yeah, so it hit us between, I think it was like 2 a.m. in the morning, but that was yesterday's night.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
So it hit us at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it played out for a while. And a couple of half of New Zealand works early, so there was heaps of videos that were shared around on like our local Facebook news and stuff of people sitting in vehicles and literally watching the whole ground just shake in front of them. But my run into it was I was in bed and I woke up in the middle of the night, and because I've got a wall hung TV, the TV started bloody shaking, and I thought it might have. I thought I was just pissed. I thought I was drunk. The TV bloody starts shaking. The curtain starts flapping, and then my brother walked in, and he was like, "Man, we just had an earthquake," and I was like, "Oh fuck, good," because I thought I was pissed. So yeah, my run into it wasn't too bad, but some other people, they got affected quite badly, having to leave their house and all.
Do you get earthquakes a lot, or is it just, I'm guessing it's just something that's part of life, right, with you? Because for us, it's so abnormal.
Yeah.
So we sit on the tectonic plate line.
Yes.
Literally run through the whole centre of New Zealand. So we get earthquakes every second day, but you can't feel them. They're so deep in the ground, you can't really feel them. But we've got a live news feed that we do. It's what is it? I don't think it's Met Service. It's something.co.nz anyway. It's like a geothermal thing, and it just shows you the readings. And we get earthquakes sometimes every hour. We'll have an earthquake sometimes. So
wow.
That's mad.
It's quite. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We shook at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. 6:45, 7:38. It was like that. So we shook for like every half an hour for 4 hours straight.
So really, they're nothing to you, basically. So like they're just like, nah.
There was us panicking last night because we were prepping for this, so we prepped for this last night, and then I googled it, and I just thought I'll just have a Google, and then I saw New Zealand tsunami one, and I thought, oh god, and then so that's when I dropped you the message and was like, is everything?
You were probably having a great time in the pub, weren't you? You were probably loving it.
We were like, is everything okay? Because it's massive, like a tsunami or like an earthquake warning like that for us is. I can't remember the last time we had an earthquake.
You should do drinking games to the earthquakes, like how often they happen. You'd probably end up like passed out, pissed on the floor, just dead.
Yeah, so it's mental because the only earthquake I remember was I think it was in 2012. I think it was that long ago.
We never get them ever.
Yeah,
thank God.
I can't remember any like at all. Like you said, when you hear them.
If it does, even if it's like a little tiny shake, the whole country will crumble. Everyone will be like, "Oh my God, there's an earthquake!" And it's just mental. I was just on the other side of the world. It's just a known thing. It just happens.
Yeah. That's why it's probably good not being on social media, sort of like when there's an earthquake, because the amount of people that would not over panic it and stuff like that must be mental. Yeah. What was other people's reactions? Did you get some people like really overreacting near you, where there was just like nothing, or like what were people's reactions like?
Kai told me about the surfers that were just like down at the beach, weren't they, next to like where the tsunami was meant to be, and they were like, we're just enjoying the waves. It'll be all right.
So I was looking. Oh, go on, sorry.
No, you go.
I was looking at Sky News when I first saw it, and I was like, it said there's been seen that 30 surfers were just on the shore despite the tsunami warning, and news reporters had asked them why they're there, and he said, "No, we'll be fine." That's literally what he said.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what it's like, man. Like there was comparison videos of like the rest. There was this one video, it was like the rest of the world, and it showed them panicking in this like earthquake. It was somewhere in like Japan or something, and then it compared it to New Zealand. And there was a Maori fella sitting in a truck, and this was yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, the ground's shaking." And then the truck's buddy shaking like this, and he's sitting there in his truck, and he's like, "Whoa, that's amazing." So yeah, I guess you get people that do react to it quite like scared about it, but then majority of us, we're all quite like laid back with it. So yeah, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, well, good. So
down another drink.
But like in Christchurch, where all those main earthquakes happen, we so when we pour floors, we have a certain thing that we follow, right? Like a certain engineer's plan. In Christchurch, they had to literally redesign floors 3 times to try and get a concrete slab fall to almost like counter with the movement of the ground, so like the floor itself could move, so that way no fractures, and that way nothing would break.
Follow. That's quite smart, isn't it? Really, that's quite smart, to be fair.
But you go down there, you'll see like a wall, and like say a wall is here. And then there's a roof. Like the roof will literally end up like this off the wall because of the ground's like dropped or like something. Yeah. So yeah, it's weird.
Should we move on to the slang? Should we move on to
if you want to. Yeah. So basically, it's just a bit of fun. I had a look last night at some New Zealand slang. You might not use them. It might because I searched UK slang and I thought I'd never say that ever. So it's probably going to be really cringy for people from New Zealand. But I had a look for some New Zealand slang, and I haven't told the other 2 lads, so they've got to try and work out the New Zealand ones, and we've got some UK ones prepared for you, so you've got to try and work out the UK ones. So I'll do the New Zealand ones first. So I'll ask the lads what they think, and then if you know the answer, which I'm assuming you probably will know the ansser.
It'd be funny if he doesn't. He's a fake.
I wouldn't say that because there's probably a high chance we won't know the UK ones either.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. So basically the first one was togs. Do you know what togs are, lads?
Do you know what togs are to start with, Kyree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had heard of this one before, only because I've got friends in New Zealand. But
yeah, the only thing I'm thinking of is like I've got family like cousins and stuff like that in New Zealand. I have zero. I want to say like like toggles and stuff like this or something like that, but I don't know. If
it can't be that.
It's not going to be as like obscure as that, is it? It's not going to be as obscure as that.
They're quite a common item.
Togs. I want to say like I wonder if it's going to be like drink related, like glasses or something like that, like drink like or.
Oh my
Do you
god,
want to
this
tell him,
is so
Karen?
hard.
Do you want to tell him? Do you want to put him out the
It
misery?
literally could be anything in the world. I'll go with. I don't know. I'm really confused.
I'll go with a hedgehog. I don't know if you get hedgehogs in New Zealand, but I'll go with that.
Yeah, we get.
There we go, hedgehog.
What are they, Kyree? Go on.
So togs, mate. They're like swimwear.
Yeah,
So
swim
things you wear.
shorts.
Yeah, so like swim shorts, swim, whatever you're wearing, to go swimming. That's what togs are.
Oh,
That makes sense, actually. I can kind of see that.
that kind of is like the toggle. Kind of, oh no, I get. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
So, and then the next one is I had a big one on the Terps.
What?
Oh, that's a phrase. That's a phrase. Okay.
I had a big one on the Terps.
Having
Probably
a
sounds
shit?
so weird saying that with like an English
Yeah, go on,
accent.
yeah, with a really English accent saying I had a
Probably
big one
sounds
on the
so
Terps.
weird.
I had a big one on the Terps.
Well, is that like I've had like a big night out or something like that? Is
It could
on the
be.
lines,
That's a shout.
on the lines of that?
I
I
reckon
think,
maybe
I
having a
think
shit,
it's along
maybe,
the lines of that. From what Google said, it's along the lines
Wait,
of
so
that.
wait, what did you say? It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that one. I haven't heard that itself, but I've heard like that sounds like a pretty common line. So a big night on the Terps would be like being a big night on the piss, like being a big night
Yeah,
on the
On the
drinks.
drinks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Google said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take a
That
point.
makes sense.
We'll
Okay,
take that. We'll
right.
take that.
Still 0 to.
What is a rack up? A rack up.
I think you glitched. I think you glitched. What did you just say?
A
rack
rack up.
a
A
ro-
rack up. Yeah.
Maybe like we say raucous, didn't we? So maybe like
Like raucous.
Raucous.
Hey man.
raucous. So maybe like getting like a fight, like maybe like getting angry. I don't know. Like I've no clue.
Wait, what did you say? It's a rock up?
A rack up. Yeah. R-A.
Oh, a
R-K.
rock up.
I'm gonna go with that.
I'll go with like a.
Josh isn't far off by what Google said.
Mhm.
Do you know? I should
I
just.
don't know. Well, when you say it's close, no, I'll just go with it. Yeah.
It was a telling off. That's what Google said. I don't know if that's correct.
Yeah, so like when you get a rack up, it's like say you've done something wrong,
Mhm.
and then your parents will come in and they'll be like, you bloody, like, you've done this, you've done that, you fucking like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what a
That's
rack
right,
up is.
yeah, okay.
But then on the other thing, like rock, you could say we're getting on the rock. Like we're getting on the rock, so we're gonna get pissed, we're gonna get fucking
Okay.
hype, we're gonna get party, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything just relates to drinking. I love it. I love it.
What is?
Song called On the Rock, and that's what it's all about. On the rock. getting pissed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to go to New Zealand. So good.
Should we go? Should we just go?
Yeah. Definitely.
What is a tramping? What's a tramp?
Ooh,
what is
I reckon
tramping?
getting like a tramping. I reckon.
No,
maybe like,
it's not getting a tramping. You're going to go tramping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like getting like a bollocking or something. Oh,
Yeah.
not like a similar, but getting like hammered or something.
No, you'll never get this one. It's completely not what it sounds like. Because tramp over here means like
means homeless.
homeless. Yeah.
Tram.
So this is why they won't get
I
it.
reckon going to meet a girl. I reckon.
I'm gonna go with like, something like playing like rugby or something like that. I don't know, playing sport or something like that.
Do you want to put me out of misery?
So you can. I don't know what Google said, but you can take a girl tramping. Meaning tramping is like hiking, like
Yes,
walking up a hill.
hiking. Yeah,
You know
hiking.
what? I'm taking that. That counts. I'm taking that.
So,
Wait,
yeah,
could you go tramping with like anyone, or like is
Yeah.
that like a? Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay, got
yeah.
it.
So tramping, hiking. So like you could do it with your rugby team if you want to.
Technically, you're all right, John. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're both right.
Yeah.
What are jandals?
Sandals with a J in front of them. No.
I'll show you.
Yes.
He's got okay. Oh.
Here's one I made earlier. Come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
so have you got any
I'd
guesses
also get-
before he goes and gets it?
Jandal. I'll say
jam sandals.
I'll say like a. I want to say like I was gonna say candle because it rhymes. A clock. I'll give it a clock.
Clock. I'll wait till Kyree grabs them. There we
What
go.
is it?
Yes.
Go on then. Yeah, they've said.
I said
instead of
jam
clock,
sandals.
Jandals are these, bro.
Flip
They
flops.
are sandals.
Flip flops.
Oh, flip flops. Okay.
Yeah,
You said
flip-flops.
yeah.
We'll take it. I'll take that. That's good. Yeah. We said like sandals and then like jam sandals, but ignore that. We'll take it. We got it right. I'll take
The
take
last
that.
one that I've prepared from New Zealand is munted.
That definitely means like ruined. Like,
get
it's really
munted.
pissed.
Absolutely fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I'm absolutely munted. I like that one. I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah, I'm good as well.
But can you put some of them in like a sentence? So what was like the rock is like?
up.
Can you put like? Could you have them in like the same sentence then, like rock is in munted or something like that?
oh, so you'd usually say munted in a past contents. You could use it now. So you
Okay.
could be like, I want to get on the rock, and then you could be like, I want to go and get munted, and it'd mean the
Oh.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be like, I got on the card last night. I feel munted as.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great. I
man.
love that word. That's my favourite word.
I'm gonna use that.
I'm gonna use it.
Because a munter over here means an ugly person, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was thinking down lines of that, but I was like, sure, munted.
You say,
That's got
like,
uglied.
Chill, he's a munter. Like, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
right, Kyree, it's your turn now. So I'm going to give you some UK slang words. You will know these, lads. I've tested them with one of our mates, and he knows them. So, what does if you've lost the plot? What does that mean?
You've lost the plot.
Yeah.
Like you've lost your mind. Like you're talking shit.
So, yeah.
Bang on,
Yeah, okay.
bang on. Yeah.
He's
know
already
why?
got more than us then.
Why? Because that's a New Zealand slang as well.
Is it?
Oh, some of these will be then. Some of these probably will.
I was gonna say. I was thinking like lost the plot. I was like, surely he's got a good chance of maybe like getting.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe. Some of these, to be fair, you might be able to get some of them. But what? So if something's a dog's bollocks,
I'm sure.
what is it?
I don't know. Well, because I've seen UK movies, so it's like, oh, that's bollocks. Like that's
Yeah.
you're full of shit. Like
Yeah.
so, I'm guessing it means the same. Like dog's bollocks, you're full of shit. Like
No,
you
it's
know?
the opposite.
Oh,
The dog's
Yeah.
bollocks means the best thing ever. So whereas so it's like saying
Doesn't
I
make
don't
any
know.
sense, really. when
No,
you
it
think
doesn't.
about
No, because no one really likes dogs bollocks.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, true. Right, okay. What about if something's a shambles?
something's a shambles. So something's like, so say you had a plan, but it didn't go the right way.
Mm.
Is that what a shambles
Yeah,
would be?
shambles is
Yeah,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gone
Yeah.
shambles. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
If someone's a mug,
Oh, so it'd be like, you fucking mug. Like, you fucking mug. Like,
yeah.
He's
So,
even
like,
got the F word in front of it as well. Just
I was
like,
gonna-
that's really not what it means.
It's the
what they
fact that you
are,
can put him in a sentence as well. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. I'll give you.
yeah. What's a bloke?
you. So, like,
Yeah.
how's it bloke? What?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, we're all.
I forgot.
You don't know what a bloke was, Josh?
No, I do, but it was. I don't know. Like it was. Yeah, don't worry. Move on.
And then finally, if someone was to spill the tea,
Oh, good one.
Spill the tea. Is that like, tell the truth? Like, he's telling the truth? Or like, he's knocking on his friend?
so
Yeah, there we go,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
gossiping,
knock on his
it's like
friend, yeah,
gossiping
it's
and
true.
spreading drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Oh.
good, pretty good. I
A
think,
lot better than me and John.
yeah, I was
I
gonna
was
say,
gonna
yeah,
And then there was two of us as well. So
yeah,
Yeah.
fair play to you, yeah,
fair
fair
play.
play to you. So yeah, Johnny's got a drink in his hand. I think it's
Yeah.
time.
I'm awful
I
at
think it's
this.
time.
I'm
I
so
think it's time
bad
we
at this.
learn. I think we need to
Okay.
learn the technique because I'd rather learn the technique.
And then we can challenge him. We're gonna
Yeah.
lose, but
Yeah, we'll
my-
tag you in a
let me
tag you
get
in a
a drink.
TikTok challenging you.
So, which one do you do, the Vortex thing, or do you want to just drink out of a cup?
I'd say just drink out of a.
I
I've
say
got.
just drink out the cup.
I've got a glass.
I've got a glass, yeah, as well.
So probably
well,
just
I'll
like
get-
drink it out of a glass.
Give me a glass and I'll show
Okay,
you.
all right, sound yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we've all got our drinks, and we're all ready to learn how to do this. I've got a bottle and I've got a cup as well because I want to try and do both.
Okay.
But yeah, so go on then. What is the technique? What is the technique?
oh, I'm nervous.
That's all right.
The first thing is really learning how to like gulp. Gulp would be
Right.
so like if you put a little bit in your mouth, but like so you're gulping, but you're burping inwards. So it's like like that.
Right. Okay.
So
Okay.
it's like, if you put a little bit of water in your mouth, so you go, all right, and then you just
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
one
got-
second.
I've
I
got-
didn't even do water. I've gone full fizzy drink.
I've got
was
juice.
gonna say,
I've just got juice. I've
I've
got a full.
I've
cup
got
left.
lemonade as well, so this could be a nightmare. But yeah, we'll go roll with it. I've got lemonade and beer, so this is gonna be awful. But we'll try it.
Right. So like I'm burping outwards, yeah.
Yeah. But you're
Okay.
burping it like instead of going burp out, burp in, like suck it in.
Okay.
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 All right. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I got that. I felt that. I felt the noise.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The acid reflux is terrible.
Yeah. I should have done water.
So just keep practicing. So it's like, oh, there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Then how do you do a full glass?
It's such a weird motion to like bring it in. I don't know. It's
Okay,
really like unnatural.
I feel that's all right actually.
What a load of bollocks, mate. Shut up.
So I could do it slowly, like, oh, hold on, I'll bring the camera closer. So like, I can do it slowly so that it's not too fast. So it's pretty much just like, just watch. So it's like one gulp. It's like,
It's insane.
like one gulp. Yeah.
There is right. Let me try this. Right. Let me try this.
Go on, Josh.
I've got a cream jumper on as well. It's definitely going everywhere.
Careful
Ready,
your
right.
Mac. Careful your Mac.
Oh yeah, shit, my Mac. Hang on. I've had to change. I have to keep changing this light for 5 minutes. I'll do it.
His light's been really dodgy tonight.
I don't know why. I think it's because the chargers keep overheating.
I've just drank normally. I don't get. Hold on.
Hang on.
This is the hardest thing ever.
I can't do it.
I think the thing is, I
Right,
think
let's try this.
I'm almost trying to think like downing it like quickly.
Yeah.
But in a sense, you down it just in one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the biggest thing.
Oh, you know
literally-
what? Sorry. I actually didn't do as like I'm trying to. I didn't do as. I'm shit. Like as bad.
That's all right, that's
that was
fair.
full, and I got like 3/4.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Get
Pretty
it.
good. Right, the
So
bottle
like,
one.
so like the biggest thing is like muscle memory, bro. Because like you were saying, you're trying to drink it fast, so you're gulping.
Yeah.
You need to do what I was saying. You need to do that thing because you need to trick your mind into leaving it open. Otherwise, you'll never get it.
It's
So
almost
it
like
does
teaching
help.
yourself to undrink, isn't it? So you're teaching yourself to be able to
Yeah.
unswallow.
Yeah. So like with a little bit. So say with a little bit like that.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna choke. You could do the same. So it'll be like.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see it. You can see the open.
Yeah. The action of it. Yeah.
It's
You
literally
can
just
see
like
it.
that. But you're just opening your. So you drop your Adam's apple, and you got to find like the right placement, and then all it is sucking air into your stomach.
Oh, got it right. I'm gonna get some water now. I know what. Go ahead. Go on, I do it.
Oh,
This
I
is.
know.
No, I'm quite happy with my form there.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't neck drinks on the best of part. Never mind do it like that. I want to try and do the bottle one. How would you do the bottle one?
Okay, I'll have to fill up a big bottle for that one
Okay,
because I
that's
only.
fine.
Use, I'll get it.
All right, yeah. Right. So yeah,
Oh,
we've now got the bottle.
we'll
We've
move
all
on
got
to the
bottles.
bottle and then I'll try the other one in a minute.
Yeah, we've all got
I'll
bottles.
I'll
We're all
my
ready to go.
empty. I'll get my empty just to show you. So
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Here's one I made earlier.
yeah, no, I've got an empty bottle. So like you get your bottle, and the biggest thing is resting it halfway on your lip,
Mhm.
like that. And then from there, you want to you probably see people that try. They spin down here. Don't do that. You want to get it to you want to get yourself fully up to about 45. So here.
Okay.
And once you get to this position, go 1, 2, 3, and then open your bottom lip.
Right.
I'm too afraid to.
I went everywhere. John, spin. Proper spin. There you go. I saw it.
I tell you what.
Right.
That I get what you mean.
Yeah. So like what it is so put both lips on for now, but position one on top, and then once you get up, let your bottom lip off, and then from there you just gulp. Like you don't even have to swallow fast. You can just gulp.
So both.
I tell you
So
what, I actually.
To be fair, so I've gone from, in a sense, the top there, like the froth bit again's below there. So I've done like that. So like, do you put?
Oh, that's the other thing too. Sorry, I didn't tell you.
No,
You need to, with beer, you need to drink it below the neck. Even that's a little high. You got to get it so You got to get it to about there.
Oh,
and
so
then
I was disadvantaged. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you go up, drink a little bit like this, and then spin.
Okay.
And then
Right,
once
right,
you spin, make sure you go fully up and down once you spin, otherwise it won't work.
Now
Okay.
it goes. Let's do this together.
Right, ready?
Let's see
So,
who
like-
can win. I think I know my money's on myself.
Yeah, but I've got
Let's do
over a
this.
litre. I've got over a litre here.
Mate, all right,
Right.
okay, so what?
Do you want me to watch or do you want me to do it?
No, you can join in. You join in.
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, yeah.
All right, ready?
Me,
Three.
wait, see at the bottom, on.
Yeah,
Me to
we
the
got
bottom.
to set. Okay.
Cheers and see you at the bottom.
Yes.
Go.
Oh no, it's gone everywhere.
Mine went everywhere.
Nice running down.
Go on, John. Go on, John.
Go on, John. Go on.
Go on, John.
No, go on, John. Oh.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's gone everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah,
I get what you mean.
that.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, that wasn't as quick as you, but I get exactly what you mean.
Oh, it's cool.
My mic's still working.
Yeah, is your mic stop working?
My mic fell off because I dropped the bottle and it went everywhere.
That was so fun. That was so good. That was so
Yeah.
good.
Perfect.
Just keep practicing. Get it.
Yeah,
Even
of
if you
course.
practice-
Yeah, we'll
How long did
we'll do an update. We'll practice, and when I'm back at uni tomorrow, because I go back to uni tomorrow, we'll do a TikTok on the us 3 account, and we'll tag you in it. See the progress, and see how it's going.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
We'll upload that clip to the TikTok,
TikTok,
anyway.
yeah,
To our
as well.
TikTok.
We'll do that. Yeah, but no,
Oh, mate, my mic's not working. Well, I think it's safe to say
It
that
is. It is.
me and
it is.
Claire won there. Yeah, we're all in agreement.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's the thing. Keep practicing, and you'll get it. You get
How long did it take you to be good at it? Like, did it take a bit of practice?
it. The first ever time I got shown, because like I was saying, it's been a big thing for like 2 years, but people have been doing it since like, I don't know, they've been doing it for years. Like, I have old people that are like, yeah, I'm not old, but like, you know, like around my parents' age that are like, yeah, we used to do stuff like that when we were young. And it was like, oh, really? And the first time I ever got offered a beer, I tried it and I went to go do it and I drank really fast, but nothing happened. So I was like, oh. So it took me like probably like 4 or 5 goes, and then yeah, from there.
You say 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 goals.
Nah, 4 or 5 goes.
Oh, good.
And then from there, you just get better at it. Because, like, you can, and that's the thing with vortexing, you can do them big, you can do them skinny, or you can do them like how I done them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you could put your top lip on there, you could put your bottom lip on there, you could do no lip and pour it, like, from out of your mouth.
Mm.
Yeah, it all depends.
That's great. Well, thank you for that, mate.
Should we move on to the board?
Yeah, we'll do the board.
We'll just do a quick overview. But basically, for those who are listening, I'll do the general spiel again. Whether you're a new listener, I'll explain it. So basically, the board is something that we nominate every single week. We take it in turns. We all nominate one thing, and we give a reason why. So it can be absolutely anything. It can be something that's happened to us during the week, something that's trending, because something we hate, something we dislike, or hate with with a passion.
Yep.
So yeah, and we all take it in turns. We all say one thing, and a graphic will come on screen and show it. I won't go through and name everything because I can't remember. I think we've, for example, I'll give you an example. So
It could be called "See You at the Bottom," mate.
So yeah, basically, in our last episode, I nominated. I can't remember what I nominated last week.
There's been
I nominated these glasses.
Yeah.
These fake
Johnny
glasses.
nominated those fake glasses because he wanted to know whether people like fake glasses or not. Pretty much, that was literally it. But yeah, so it can be literally anything. It'd be anything you've got in front of you. Most of the time, we don't come prepared for this. And then we just literally name what's in front of us. So, Johnny, do you want to go first?
I don't usually name what's in front of me, but in front of me right now, I've got basically it's the brown tourist signs in England where they show for different things, and I like them when I'm visiting football stadiums. And I wanted to link this in with the sport in New Zealand because the haka is sick. I'm not gonna lie, the haka looks so good when I've seen it and stuff like that. I think I had to perform in like primary school or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I thought I'd dedicate a sporting thing to the haka in New Zealand.
Are you a big sports fan, Kyree?
Yeah, I've played, obviously being in New Zealand, I played rugby majority of my life here.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna love my nomination then.
So yeah, it's. I mean, me personally, I'm not a massive rugby fan, but I know over there in New Zealand, it's massive. Because
What position did you play, Kyree?
I was number 8.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you ever done the hacker?
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
it's when you're in school, you pretty much you end up having to. You don't have to, but you end up end up having to.
Yeah.
Where did you play, Josh? Because you played rugby for a few years, didn't you?
On the wing.
On the wing.
Yeah.
Nice.
On the wing.
Nice.
I was okay. It wasn't great. I was like, I played for like a team for like 5 years and they folded. It was more a case of if I could be bothered, really.
Yeah.
It was like if I could be bothered, I'd do it because I just wasn't aggressive enough. I think to play rugby, like I think when you're playing, you need to you need that aggression. You need to be like, I want to kill that guy.
You're a lover, not a fighter, aren't you, Josh?
Exactly, mate. Exactly. But talking of rugby, I think my nomination is gonna be the 2019 Rugby World Cup semi-final. When obviously England beat New Zealand.
Shit house.
I had to get that in.
I know. Obviously, New Zealand have won many more World Cups, but that's not the point. England won that game. I can't actually remember the score. What was the score? Was it 22-14? Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. Absolute obliteration. I didn't even watch the game. I was at work, but still, it's going on the board. I'm sorry, Kyree, but there you go.
That's fine. Yeah, no, they done shocking that year, so yeah.
It's deserved.
My nomination is completely off that, and it's completely random. Mine is the letter M.
Why?
Because the letter M for like mum, for money. I just want justice for the letter M. Because today I was shopping, and basically I was shopping for a new notepad for university, and I was having a look, and basically there was notepads with letters on them, and every single one, like there was every single letter, and the letter M was there. Every single notepad was £5, right? Which is, I'll tell you how many New Zealand dollars it is. Let me work it out. Hang on.
Hasn't even got prepared. God.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, no. I haven't prepared. Which is about $9.60 in New Zealand dollars. So each book was about was £5. And apart from the letter M, does anyone want to have any guesses about how much the letter M was?
Give us some.
I don't care that much.
It was £1.50.
Wow.
Justice for the letter M. That's what I want, because the letter M there has been hard done by.
Does it not mean that the letter M's going to be bought more? And
maybe. Well, I bought one.
Well,
because it was cheaper.
Yes.
So
I think anyone would.
Letter M has actually done all right. Justice for the other letters.
Justice for the other 25.
Yeah, so that's my nomination this week.
Nice.
Kyree, you might not have, if you don't have to prepare anything, but if you have anything, I mean, prepare.
So while you guys were talking, I was thinking about it, and I was like trying to think of one. So mine's gonna be the stereotypical person. So in New Zealand, we have the indigenous Maori, which you've heard of, but people call them Maoris.
Yeah.
But we're Maori. That's me. That's what I am. And we have the stereotypical like slang thing where hoary words, like hoary also means like ugly. So hoary, like ugly words.
I thought you said horny. Like that's what I thought you said. Like
so like they have this stereotypical thing about a Māori boy, which is me, being some like gang affiliated, hoary, like just uneducated person. But realistically, young Māori boys now are becoming like a lot more intelligent. So like I get classed as sometimes that stereotypical like hoary boy, but it's like I'm not. I end up being more intelligent than the person that's trying to talk shit to me. So yeah, like stereotypical people, like just the whole stereotypes, like having that to just like piss off and go away. It'd be good because it's like you can't stereotype someone off of stupid actions that other like dumb people do, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
That's a nice place to leave it on, really. Actually, I think that's quite a nice note to leave it on.
Very good shout. I like that.
Yeah.
Well,
brilliant, Kyree. Thank you so much for that. It's been a pleasure.
It's been so fun.
It has been
so fun.
Actually, this is the most we've laughed in a podcast in a long time.
I've honestly I've enjoyed that so much.
Yeah,
That's so good. Thank you so much for coming on, mate. Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. So yeah, as I said, Kyree's links will be in the top of his description, and we'll make sure it's in there, especially his Instagram. We'll plug his Instagram down there for you. That'll be down.
Another big one I'm working on too for 1 million, even if maybe I haven't hit it yet. But I'm doing what is called scuba beer, those things. So I'll show you these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the thing you advertised. Was it the thing you advertised?
Yeah, these things.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a 4-pack one. So we're going to be working on giving a 4-pack one away for 1 million, but to be entered. I'll do it on TikTok. So right now it hasn't been sorted yet, but it's going to be.
Yeah.
So I'll put on my TikTok that all you have to do to enter is follow me on Instagram, like, comment, follow on Instagram, like, comment their posts, and then that automatically puts you in the draw to win a 4-pack. It's valued at like almost $90 New Zealand, I think it is.
Okay, all right,
Nice.
okay, perfect. Yeah, well, I'll put all the information down there for that as well, because this will be going out next weekend. So it'll be going out on the weekend after. So I'll pop that all down there for you. If there's anything else you want the pupping in there as well, just drop me a message and I'll pop them down. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all for joining. Make sure you've liked and subscribed if you haven't already. Go check out Kyree and his amazing necking drinks. And we will see you at the bottom. See you later.
Nice.